Hi guys! Today I'm going to share with you some of the layouts I've made during the months of April and May. I've made quite a few layouts that I have not got process videos for because I go to a weekly scrapbooking club, so I can't film those layouts. So there'll be a mixture of some will have process videos and some won't. And the first one I have is this one that I have got a process video for, and it was using all these gorgeous acetate tags from Pink Paisley, I believe. So it's just a picture of my daughter and her partner in Marlow in Essex having a nice walk, and all the tags around just to make it look a lovely colourful layout. Quite a simple one though, and so there is a process video for this one. There is not a process video for the next one. This is a layout called Happy Birthday Girl. That's a picture of myself and my eldest daughter on her 30th birthday this year. So I just had this really pretty paper that I've had in my stash for a while, so I didn't want to do too much embellishing. I wanted to make sure all the lovely shiny bits come through, so I've just did a load of die cut flowers in white and a few pink bits. Fairly simple, just a doily behind the photograph, a couple of layers picking out the purple colours, and I really love how that turned out. I love working with flowers, and I haven't really done much of these die cut flowers for a while where I punch them, and I've used my die cutting machine and had a real fun just creating a load of pretty flowers. So that's that one. This next one, Spring Weekend in Norfolk. There is a process video for that. That was using my April hip kit, I believe, and it's mostly using the Oasis collection from Maggie Holmes, and it's quite a simple diagonal layout. I quite like that design. I tend to go for that quite often. So that's that one. So there is a process video if you want to see how it's come together. It's obviously fairly straightforward. Layers, diagonal, background paper. But I love that one. I love the colours. This one was using a sketch during National Scrapbooking Weekend, and it's a picture of myself with my two cousins in Canada. They are sisters, and we were actually just saying goodbye to everybody and just having photographs taken together on our way before we left to carry on with our trip, because they're over in Canada, in Ottawa, and we were just coming to the end of our week with them. So that was just involving just some layers and some die cutted flowers. So yes, that was that one. And the next one is actually a picture of their mum, who we stayed with when we were in Ottawa. And again I was going a bit mad with the flower punches and really enjoyed punching them out, sticking them together, creating a big S for Sandra because that's her name, and I've just finished off the word here. And it was just a layout bringing out all the colours that she's wearing in her dress, and I just said thank you because she was such a welcoming host when we stayed in Ottawa with her, and she's a really lovely lady, so I wanted to do this one for her. And the next one is called We're Going to Need Considerably Bigger Buns, which is a picture used when I went to see the girls, the musical of Calendar Girls. And so I just picked out all the colours that were shown up in the photograph and did a diagonal design this time with some washi tape and lots of just fun little die cuts, like nice and bright colours, because it was a really fun day out and I wanted to really enhance the colours of the photograph with the background. So that was that one, and there is a process video for this one. I don't have a process video for the next one. This is one called We Found a Bluebell Wood, which is this is the photograph of my husband and myself photographed in a bluebell wood that we just found as we were driving around one weekend, and all the bluebells had come out and they were looking really beautiful. And I had this die cut of some of these this butterfly is a single die cut, and then there was lots of little ones that were cut out to fit in between, and I've coloured them in with pro markers. I think it was pro markers I used. So I just thought, because the colours, picked out the colours of the bluebells, well, there weren't really any butterflies around, but the colours of this die cut, this bluebell die cut, and all these bluebell die cut, this butterfly die cut, and all these little butterflies, I just coloured them in to match with the rest of it. And then there's a bit of, I don't know if you can see here, there's some Cosmic Blue shimmer paint, which I just painted across in the background, diagonally across here, so you can just see it peeking out between some of the layers and some behind some of the pictures. This and I think it just brings out and there's a little bit here, brings out the colours and gives it a little bit of shimmer to the page. I don't know if that's how easy that is to see. And that's just a bit different. I really quite like, I love the colours in that, and all the colours were trying to bring out the colours of the Bluebell Wood there. And this was actually on the same day. This is another one, I do not have a process video for this one. We'd started our little tour around the local area by visiting the Henry Moore Gardens, which is quite nearby to us, where Henry Moore's the famous sculptor, and he's got there's a Henry Moore Trust quite near us, and he has all these amazing sculptures in the gardens there. So I wanted to try and get all of them on the page. So this is a real multi-photo layout. Try to get most of the ones that we liked on the page, and just a few little bits tucked here and there. Mostly I think from the Oasis collection, and just a bit of a little card with some journaling. And that's that one. No, that's one I did not film. This one I did film. This is the picture of my daughter and her boyfriend, my younger daughter, on a visit to Whipsnade Zoo. And the first thing the pair of them did was got their faces painted as wild animals, and then they spent the whole evening, because it was an evening visit, running around the park visiting all the animals. So I just wanted to do a really fun, slightly out of control layout, because it kind of it spoke to what the photograph was about how we were in a park, wild animal park. So I managed to find a couple of die cuts with wild animals in, and then I did a whole load of mixed media in the background, and did some photo weaving, some paper weaving in the background behind the photo. So yes, a slightly out of control layout, but in some ways that kind of works for the nature of the photograph. This one was the first one I created with the new hip kit, the May hip kit, and I did this one at my club as well, so I haven't got a process video for it. And I just used this backing sheet. It just cried out for layers to be put on behind the photograph in the same sort of off-center fashion as the frame here. So that's what I did. I just laid it up, did a few die cuts. It came together really quickly, and I love that one. I love that photo of these two, and it's just a really colourful, fun layout. Quite simple, but I really like it. And the last one, and I have done a process video for this one. It should have gone up quite recently, and this is a picture of myself with my younger daughter. And it's this was from a sketch by Laura Rumble, and it leaves lots of white space up here, which is really not normal for me. I'm not always very comfortable. I'm still not comfortable with all that white space, but I stuck with the sketch because it required a very controlled area for the photograph. And there's some mixed media behind there, and some layers, and some flowers, and there's a tag here with some hidden journaling. It just pulls out there, and I've journaled on that. I'll tuck that back in. Of course it won't go back in. Go back in, that's it. Yeah, so that's that one, and that was my most recent process video, so you can find that on my channel. So that was it. That's the last one I've done for May. So Thank you for joining me. If you want to see any more or see any of these process videos, go and have a look on my channel, and please subscribe if you like what you see. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.